Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 99 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On 1st down, Richardson.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
You talk about this Miami defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this.
It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now it's Richardson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This pass left side to Downs.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
In motion left, Hardman. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Waddle, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
That is caught.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Achane will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
They'll go. Achane.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Devon Achane.
Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Short throw to Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Richardson looking to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off play action. Richardson.
Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Richardson.
Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Running right, here's Achane.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a toss left for Achane.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that. Football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
If nothing nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Again, it's Achane.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Waddle, the motion man right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Twisting away.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
One more time with Achane.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll run it. Achane with it.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it. Pass complete to Taylor.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's Richardson.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Richardson.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Richardson.
Short throw to Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Richardson's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually,
again, this will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Back to throw. Richardson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Rolling to his left.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught inside the 5.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home,